All right, so I wanted to just hop on here, get my perspective on the neo Nazis coming out to Lincoln Heights here in the Cincinnati area, and just some of the information that's been coming out. Just gonna play what they've been talking about on local radio, and then I'm gonna give my perspective. And I also want I want the people listening to pay attention to the first two callers that Lincoln Ware brings on after they talking about this serious subject. Lincoln Ware brings on these basically clowns, objectively speaking, just clowns, and they really just kill the momentum. So I'm gonna let you hear Lincoln Ware. He's gonna talk to a representative here in Lincoln Heights, and he's going to the representative. I think his name is Durant Dansby. He's going to basically give some information about what's been going on and what happened that day when the neo Nazis came out, and then I'll give my perspective.
Friend Durant Daniels. Durant,
Oh,
how you
Daniels. I'm
doing?
sorry,
Man,
Durant
you
Daniels.
I'm doing well, Lincoln,
you
man.
were saying a whole lot
2025.
yesterday. I saw you talking. You were talking a whole lot yesterday.
Man, it was yeah. I mean, I'm trying to provide context and questions for the community, man.
Yes,
it's
yes.
2025, and we're fighting Nazis, Lincoln. It's and somebody needs to answer that. It was
And to give more context, they had a community meeting yesterday in Lincoln Heights where the sheriff was there, and the sheriff was kind of explaining and basically making excuses, but wasn't talking about any punishments for the police officers of Evendale or the people that were there because they were there unlawfully, those neo Nazis.
this is the part where I don't understand. I know you try. I mean, not you were just providing context on why folks weren't getting arrested and things of that nature. But let me also provide this. Before the whole thing started, Lincoln, Evendale police officers were loading the Nazis in the back of a U-Haul and drove them to Lincoln Heights. When you get to Lincoln Heights, before the Nazis even get there, the police are already stationed at the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
They see the Nazis intimidating Eric Ruffin, calling him. He said it yesterday.
And by the way, if you could get Eric Ruffin, if you could get him in touch with me, yes. I would definitely like to get him on the show, Eric Ruffin.
Yes, absolutely. But Lincoln, I'll go with it this way. This is the same thing I told them yesterday because I know you have other callers. But I want all your listeners to do their own research, and they can provide it this way. The Ohio Hate Crimes and Ethical Intimidation. That's Ohio Revised Code 2927.12. That's the first issue that they had. The transportation of a cargo area. Because right now, the craziest thing that I got upset about with the sheriffs is that they don't even know their own code. They were trying to cite something from 1999, not realizing the law was updated in 2004, and that is 4511.51, which prohibits occupation of a moving vehicle, which is specifically cargo. Human trafficking, and especially during human trafficking, that law has only become more intensified.
And that's what I said earlier, that, if nothing else, they could get them on riding in the back of that U-Haul.
Lincoln, the police are the one that loaded them in the back of the U-Haul truck.
So how do you know? Wait, okay. You mean when they were leaving?
Lincoln, when they were going there. I sent you. So if you still have the same number, Lincoln, I'm about to send you the video.
Okay.
You can look at it yourself. I'm about to send you the video.
Okay.
So what happened was folks from Lincoln Heights. And what just so happened because the gas station that we have, because we don't have a gas station in Lincoln Heights, so everybody mostly goes to the one over there in Lockwood. So some folks from Lincoln Heights just happened to post like, oh man, they about to do an ISIS raid, and then they kind of just follow them, and they follow them, and they see what the heck is going on, and that's once again was kind of one of that first instance of kind of how the community realized what was taking place.
And so what department? What department was it? Hold on. What department was help loading them in the van, in the U-Haul?
What was the process?
No. What department? No. What police department helped them load up?
Evendale Police Department.
Okay.
Evendale Police Department. My bad. Yeah, I didn't mean to talk about Evendale Police Department was in Lockland, loading them up. And I know that's what some of the confusion was when it comes to Lockland Police Department. I want to make sure I clear that up. It was not the Lockland Police Department.
It was Evendale
Police
in
Department
Lockland, helping them loading them up into the van.
Yes. U-Haul, Lincoln.
That's
I want
crazy.
to be very clear. We got to be, because I don't want nobody to twist it. U-Haul cargo van, which is extremely illegal. The person that closes the door and locks it is a police officer in a green vest.
And you're sure it was what kind of car? What kind of car did he get in? What kind of car did he get in after he locked the door? Did he get in a police car?
Lincoln, he got in the cargo van.
Okay. Oh, he got inside, up in the cab.
Yeah. But I'm about to send it to you now, Lincoln.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you the first. I'm sending you the first one. Oh, that's not you, Lincoln. I'm sorry. That's I'm sending it to you now, Lincoln.
All right.
He said he got in the cab. Like, wow.
In the back of the U-Haul
Okay.
truck.
So how do you know? Wait. Okay. You mean when they were leaving?
Lincoln, when they were going there. I sent you. So if you still have the same number, Lincoln, I'm about to send you the video.
Okay.
You can look at it yourself. I'm about to send you the video.
Okay.
So what happened was folks from Lincoln Heights.
And
it
what?
just so happened because the gas station that we have, because we don't have a gas station in Lincoln Heights, so everybody mostly goes to the one over there in Lockwood. So some folks from Lincoln Heights just happened to post like, oh man, they about to do an ISIS raid, and then they kind of just follow them, and they follow them, and they see what the heck is going on, and that's once again was kind of one of that first instance of kind of how the community realized what was taking place.
And so what department?
That was smart thinking by those people.
Hold on. What department was help loading them in the van, in the U-Haul?
What was the process?
No.
And real quick, if it wasn't for these camera phones, man, we would never know this stuff.
What police department helped them load up?
Evendale Police Department.
Okay.
Evendale Police Department.
Racist ass Evendale.
Evendale Police Department was in Lockland, loading them up. And I know that's what some of the confusion was when it comes to Lockland Police Department. I want to make sure I clear that up. It was not the Lockland Police Department.
It was Evendale
Police
in
Department
Lockland, helping them load up into the van.
Yes. U-Haul.
Helping them load up.
Very clear. We got to be, because I don't want nobody to twist it. U-Haul cargo van, which is extremely illegal. The person that closes the door and locks it is a police officer in a green vest.
And you're sure it was what kind of car? What kind of car did he get in? What kind of car did he get in after he locked the door? Did he get in a police car?
Lincoln, he got in the cargo van.
Okay.
He got
inside, up in the cab.
Yeah. But I'm about to send it to you now, Lincoln.
Okay.
So I'm sending you the first one. Oh, that's not you, Lincoln. I'm sorry.
I don't give him no benefit of the doubt.
All right.
You got to be a fool to get these people the benefit of the doubt.
The first video I'm showing, you can see the police officer is locking the door. And if you don't see it, that's fine.
Okay, it's not there yet. I don't know.
Okay, I just sent it.
Okay.
So you can see him getting in.
I got
it. Getting in, and you see what was circled there, what's happening. So here's the full context of that video as well, too. Here's a different angle. So you can see from this angle that there's even their police cruiser. And you see the U-Haul man right there behind him as he's locking them in. And the most craziest one is the video of them actually loading it in. So the biggest question that, once again, I had yesterday, and you saw yesterday that the Evendale had no representatives there yesterday.
So Evendale had no representatives at the meeting.
Is working, well, I shouldn't say all of Evendale. If there's some Evendale police officers working with Nazis to try to terrorize our community, then we have a serious
problem. We have a problem. You're right.
Yeah.
I see the police car right in front of the U-Haul parked right there.
Yep, and then and like I said, in the last video I just sent you, Lincoln, you could see them actually loading them in and them closing it.
Oh boy, I tell you that's something to look into. Cecil Thomas says he's going to investigate, and I'm wondering, and what video did the sheriff said she was waiting on? Which department was it, Lockland or Evendale?
Evendale.
Okay,
you're asking Evendale chief to investigate his own self.
Oh,
right. I mean, so the sheriff is in on it, and when I say in on it, she might not have planned it, but she's okay with it because it shouldn't be no we need to wait or have them the Evendale Police Department do an internal investigation on themselves when, of course, they're not going to really. I don't know. I won't say of course, but it's a high probability that they won't find any wrongdoing or will try to cover up.
That's
Good.
not good.
Hopefully they can detect any.
Charmaine McGuffey about yesterday. To terrorize our community, then we have a serious.
Yes, we have a problem. You're right.
Yeah.
I see the police car right in front of the U-Haul, parked right there.
Yep, and then
The Evendale police is loading up Nazis into a U-Haul and actually jumping into the front. And dude, they can't ever pull me over because it's like you're racist and you're sick.
you could see them actually loading them in and them closing it.
Oh boy, I tell you that's something to look into.
Well, they can pull me over, but I'm just saying. Let me clarify that. But definitely the camera's gonna be on. Definitely, it's gonna have to be on social media, live streaming, because it can't be he say she say. You don't want to get in the he say she say with liars, and we know racists is definitely liars.
So Thomas says he's going to investigate, and I'm wondering, and what video did the sheriff said she was waiting on? Which department? Was it Laughlin or Evendale?
Evendale.
Okay.
You're asking Evendale chief to investigate his own self.
Oh boy, that's not good. That's not good.
They need to bring in one of these agencies, government agencies, to review this and investigate. And charges need to be brought up against those Nazis because they violated the law a couple of times, and it should be no excuse about, oh, we can't do this, we can't do that.
Hopefully they can detect any edits that might be put in there because yeah, you're right, and it might take forever because she said it's going to take a while for them to get the video, but yeah, okay, all right.
Yes, sir. Sir. So yeah, so I'm like, so instead of reading to all your residents, I may have already sent it to you.
I'm looking at the video.
I have a question here that I asked Charmaine McGuffey about yesterday. Those questions were not answered.
Yeah.
But I know she's put in a tough situation because she's reading the comments and the responses that came from Evendale.
Yeah.
So she's trying. That's all she has to work with. But from a Lincoln Heights standpoint,
but he should have asked her, or I won't say he should have, but it probably would have been better to ask. Well, if the Evendale police officers are working with the Nazis, do you agree with people getting fired? And if so, how far up does this go? Does this corruption go?
Councilman standpoint, if we're paying you pretty much $1 million to be our police officers, and you feel like that folks can, without a permit, walk in Lincoln Heights with Nazi flags and guns, without a permit in Lincoln Heights, and not even be questioned, asked, or detained, then we also have a problem there too. But I know it's a lot, Lincoln, but I definitely just wanted to provide you some context. I'm not sure if you saw those videos and those pictures as well too.
It's compelling, I tell you, Durant. I appreciate your call. Stay in touch, and somebody did send me Eric Ruffin's phone number, so I'll get in touch with him. All right, thanks for your call. All right, we've got news coming up.
So now I'm gonna now right after this break, he took some calls, and Lincoln he be blocking for a lot of these people too. And when I say people, I mean racist white people and wrongdoers, and he blocked for the Sambos. So we're gonna get to the people that come out, because of all the people he could have came back from break with, he come back from some of the most ignorant folks, respectfully.
All right, thanks for your call. All right, we've got news coming up.
Remember last year when you almost got into...
Now, this is the first caller. Now, they talking about that. She not even up in arms about that. She not worried about that. This is where she come in. We got a lot of riffraff in the black community. And just people that just maybe need somebody to talk to or just need some attention and really just don't get it.
Stuff going on with Evendale. Some shady. All right. Let's go to Zakia, then Queen and Jones. Zakia.
Good morning, Papa. How are you?
Pretty good. How you doing?
I'm absolutely wonderful. I thought about you on Super Bowl Sunday. Remember last year when you almost got into the fight at the Super Bowl?
Oh, that
So
was
she
a
want to
couple of
talk
years
about.
ago. That's
I thought
maybe
about
3
you
years
like
ago.
this ain't no
Last time
personal
the Bengals
conversation.
went to the Super Bowl. This was in Kansas City, though. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it was
wasn't
in
at the
Kansas
Super
City
Bowl. Yeah,
last year.
that was at the championship game in Kansas City. That wasn't last year. That was a few years ago.
Oh, man, time going by fast.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Then she
yeah,
got
I
she
thought that I
confused
still laugh about that.
about what year it
But
is.
at any rate, the real Terrence Howard.
It shouldn't
Thank
even
you
be
for
no question
yesterday. But Papa,
about why
see, your
black people
president
as a
is
group,
being really
when we got people like
stupid,
this, why
talking about giving Gaza an ultimatum about what they have to do by noon on Saturday.
Giving who the ultimatum? Who?
Gaza.
Oh yeah, I know
she's
about
talking
the
about
prisoners.
Gaza? Who
And
cares
then
about
he said
Gaza?
we're
We got
gonna
racists
pretty
right
much
here in our
let Israel
backyard.
do what they want to do and go and kick some ass. So you know what's getting ready to happen.
You know, it's sad if if they are being abused, but the Palestinians need to worry about that. We got to worry about these Nazis in our backyard.
You know what's getting ready to happen.
She worried about this. The
Yeah,
other
and
thing,
it's
like we got too many black people that's worried about other people instead of taking care of our own selves. That's a sign of low self-esteem and lack of priority, in my opinion.
folks like LG, and he get on the radio and he start talking that stupid.
I know.
Now she's talking about black Trump voters. Like the black Trump voters ain't the ones in your neighborhood, and it's like these people. Some of them seem to believe because Trump got in office, he's emboldened the racists. Whether he is or isn't, well, she's an older lady. Y'all never took care of the racists. Y'all never set it up to where we didn't have to worry about these racists no more. Or we was in a position of power or strength to be able to protect ourselves. They don't want to put in the work, whatever that may be. They don't want to be.
All he's doing.
They want to, like Clyde Anderson, Dr. Clyde Anderson, say that like intellectually masturbate, and they want to go around the world and basically run around in circles like Duck Duck Goose and avoid actually basically working with other black people who have a common cause and doing something productive and having some kind of ownership instead of worried about these folks. A lot of these folks like her, when you talk to them, they just want a social security check and want to die peacefully. That's all they really want. They want their medical bills paid, and they want they rent, or their mortgage paid with that social security check. That's all they really worried about. And if you
Vance's half brother
want something more, or want them to do something more than that, or try to get them to do something that is uncomfortable for them, they'll actually fight you.
As running against the mayor, so you come out and you try to smear the mayor, and that's Trump's playbook. LG is following Trump's playbook.
There it is. All right, Papa.
Now she's old, calling this man Papa. Like that's the maturity level. And like I said, I'm not bashing this lady. She might be a nice lady. It's my perspective. Just my perspective. She has a perspective about me if she see me. I could be wrong. It's just my perspective. After something like that, that's what you call, after what he said about the Evendale police, that's what you call about to continually bash, because this ain't the first time she do that. They want to continue to bash the black callers that voted for Trump. But that ain't going to change nothing at this point. What are you going to do different? What are you going to do to combat Trump? And only thing they saying is we need to vote Democrat. And voting is one of the most simplest, easiest things you can do. It's like no effort really into voting. And that's what they think is going to solve their problems. Voting for somebody else to solve their problems without a plan, without a guarantee. They don't even ask for a guarantee from these politicians.
All right, Zakia.
Thanks.
Thanks for your
Now
call.
the next lady
All
is
right,
even
next,
worse.
Zakia.
Who I suspect this
And,
next lady,
she's
whether
the only
she,
adult.
it don't matter if she's an agent or not. She
Except
she
I
might as well
have an
be.
adult
At least she getting
grandson. He
paid.
can call me Paw Paw. But
This
she's
next
the
lady is
only one who
for
is
sure
who I'm not their Paw Paw who could call me Paw Paw House.
for sure sick.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Queen.
She a hindrance.
And so and out there in Lincoln Heights, now you all
Listen to her. She sounds drunk or high. Not coherent, really. And he put these two on
about a peaceful protest
after that.
via some so-called white people, 5 or 6 white people, and the police can protect them. In the meantime, you got Sharpton and everybody else out there who call themselves some type of political leader can corral hundreds of thousands of brothers and sisters and call them black Panthers or whatever, and you guys go and walk up and down the street protesting some Kmart or whatever for the same reason. And what you're doing is using Martin Luther King
This is prison babble right here.
nonviolent protest as why McGuffey and all these police officers, particularly the African
He should cut her off.
who dominate the police force, seem to protect these few so-called white people who get out here and complain about the Africans in their community. And wherefore,
Wherefore,
let's say a homeboy, any one of these brothers can stand up and slap any one of those 8 protesters like a biatch,
Okay.
or even stepping foot in their neighborhood,
Yes.
that you would rather be scared to death of your own creation. Now, I'm looking at a little 7-year-old African male, 7 years old.
no, this is what he decided to come back to. People he knew wasn't serious. People he knew wasn't gonna come up with no solutions. People who he knew was gonna dissipate any momentum.
And his skin pigment is split right down the center where he is pure Caucasian with blue eyes, and then the rest of his skin is African. The African race, and particularly the dark skin and the brown chocolate,
Mm-hmm.
are the ones who mainly complaining. The light-skinned races that come out of us, it's not their party. It's not their fight. It's the Africans, the dark ones with the melanin, who act like these freaking demigods.
Wait, so hold on. You saying a light-skinned person who is black, we consider them black, they don't have a fight in this. They supposed to just stand on the sidelines.
No, you're not. No, look at where you are. What you are a pessimist. You sitting up here telling us we can't get reparations behind these little 8 people coming in our freaking backyard.
It was more than 8, I believe.
Beautiful Lincoln Heights, and we can't get reparations behind that. No, what they doing is showing you that you've come a long way. Because once upon a time, they come right in the neighborhood and come to your freaking door and drag you out.
Well, those days are over. Those days are over. I don't think they realize how well armed the black community is. I think it was an eye opener for them to see some AK-47s and some sawed-off shotguns and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's another problem. Because, see, now you don't get the gist of Martin Luther King or nonviolent war.
Look, that nonviolent.
She said that's a problem. Like this person basically wants you to be defenseless, which is stupid.
Nowadays, everybody's locked and loaded.
She wants you to bring your knuckles to a gunfight. That's your enemy. A person that would say that is your enemy. I'm a divisive person. I don't want to be around coons. I don't want to be around haters. I don't want to be around pedophiles. I don't want to be around people that don't want to do any work. Undivisive. And all the self-help people will tell you to do the same thing. You think Jeff Bezos just gonna take an interview with me just because I want him to take an interview with me or any other rich black person? No, they divisive too. Because you can't give your time to everybody.
You could go with the the we shall overcome and all this stuff. Nowadays, it's a whole new day, Queen.
Well, hey, look, we don't need no guns Lincoln wear. That's
What?
the thing.
What?
We don't need no guns.
We are a race of people, just like the Italians is a race of people.
We need guns, just like if they got guns, we need guns.
An enemy of the black community.
That's where you get wrong. And then you start pissing off at these little kids for fighting. Our political system.
They're fighting each other. They're fighting somebody that looks just like them. This is a different type of
They should have never gave her the time of day.
You a freaking pest. We don't need no guns. You come in our neighborhood, you better become prepared for fisticuffs.
Oh, please. Nobody's gonna go up there fisticuff with the neo-Nazis, and they got AK-47s and all kind of long rifles and all this stuff, long guns.
I hope this lady got her tubes tied.
Come on, Queen. Stop being crazy.
Hey, if they want to
know you're crazy, but you're really acting crazy now.
Look,
and I hope she ain't got no
if
kids.
They want your ass, they snipers. They don't have to come in your neighborhood. You understand?
Yeah.
You the one who carrying guns because you the one who's a freaking coward.
No,
you can sit up here and fight yourself all day long like raging freaking bulls, and then them some 90-pound or weak-ass white boy can come and strangle your ass to death while you call for your mama.
Oh.
You need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. You're the ones who's giving birth to these daggone people, and the light-skinned people like you are the ones who's gentrificating back in the neighborhood.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Who are the 5,000 people who voted for her for mayor? Who are those people? Who are those people that voted for Queen to become the mayor of Cincinnati?
There's something awfully spooky going on around here.
That is very true.
Ridiculous, man.
Screwy going on with Queen.
You wanna go to battle with a person like that? You playing a sport? You want that person on your team? You got a project to get done? Do you want that person on your team? Hell no. She getting voted off the island or kicked off the boat.
No problem. I do believe. All right. Let's go to Joan. Joan, how are you?
Now this lady,
Lincoln, how are you?
now she was made. He should have went to her first.
I called in is because I was looking up the Ohio Revised Code, and under section 2903.22A1, that's under, and what that is, menacing offenses. Okay, there's 4 different ones. And along under that, it says, no person should knowingly cause another to believe that the offender will physically harm to cause physically harm to the person. Now, that alone, they could have charged them with menacing because that's what they were trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Yeah.
So I don't understand why the sheriffs don't know that. I don't understand why criminal lawyers.
And then shout out to those people in Lincoln Heights, for coming through like that and defending your turf and standing up, showing them how it's done.
That's they only saying that type of stuff because they don't want to really deal with it, and it's unfair to us. You know, we are not being protected, and I don't know why.
It seemed like the people,
black people. I'm saying everyone.
Yeah.
So we have.
They're protecting the perpetrators. They're protecting the perpetrators.
We have police officers and everything, and we paying our taxes to be protected, and we're not getting that. And I can go into something else, which we the people can change this. We can put our own laws in place through initiative, petition, and referendums. And people, and I can go in more detail, but I know I don't have that time on here because you're not going to give me that amount of time. But this only way we're going to change this is the people come together to do it. In the state of Ohio, according to the Ohio Constitution, I can give the articles and the sections and all of that, what we can do to change this. To give you a prime example, when we did that issue 1, when our state legislature wanted to change that threshold from 50 plus 1 to 60, that's because they don't want us to have any control, change things. And we can, because our elected officials, you know, at the state level,
Black
the
and
local
white.
level, and of course the federal, it's not for all of us. It's only for certain people they do things for, okay? And this has to stop. And the only way we're going to stop it is we, the people, get together. Because under the Ohio Constitution, and even even the federalists give the states and the people the power to do so. I'll call back later and let you know what I'm talking about as far as those different articles and everything that we can, you know, do to get together to change this, because no one is trying to help us. And Cecil Thomas get on here.
As long as they've got the majority at the State House, I don't know what else you can do, Joan.
We can amend.
So he basically saying, as long as the Republicans got the majority of the State House, there's nothing we can do. Yes, you can. And then the fact of the matter is, if you can't do nothing, then we don't need those Democrats being there collecting a paycheck.
Well, yeah.
I don't. You're not there to give me an excuse about how you can't do nothing.
Lord, you gotta have money and numbers.
Because look, this is what they do. When they got the numbers, when they got the majority of Democrats don't do nothing, and then when they don't, they say they can't do nothing.
I mean, it's true. I'm saying because it's true, Joan. You gotta have numbers and money.
So how did we pass issue 1?
Numbers and money.
Okay, so we can do it again on any issue.
Well,
okay? And I'm tired of these state reps that's supposed to help us. They're against us. Like I told you, that bill 315. Now, it was sponsored and co-sponsored by Cedric Denson.
Now, there was a bill that she's saying Cedric Denson co-sponsored that makes it harder for Ohioans to get body cam footage from police officers because they want you to pay, and I believe upwards of like $700 or $70 an hour or something to that effect. Now, respectfully, I've reached out to Cedric before. Seemed like a nice guy. Was telling him, hey, this one I was trying to, when people suggested that I go to the politicians, and when I realized, hey man, they especially the black ones, not really trying to do nothing. Told him, hey, basically want to do some kind of program for fathers, and I think even specifically I might even say black fathers. So he said he'd meet with me. Now when I get there, he has a lady from Planned Parenthood, a white lady from Planned Parenthood there. I just walked out. So that's my opinion on him. Maybe he's a good guy, I don't know. But it doesn't really seem like he's somebody that would actually stand up to white supremacy or anything like that. He might be the kind of guy that kind of get buck broken or something like that. So I don't know. He, like I said, he seemed like a cool guy. I don't know, but I mean that is what happened.
I elected official or trying to put things in place that either we have to come out of our pockets more or what. You know, just like the government talking about this driving thing. Everybody should take driver ed. That's a money grab, because if you really want to be cautious in making people safe, the people that end up in an accident or speeding or where, make them do it. Because they are the ones that's causing the problem.
Joan, I got to go to break. Appreciate your call.
All right.
But I just wanted to hop on real quick, just go over that, give my perspective. To act like just because these representatives are black that they're going to help you, that they're going to be productive or do anything is a pipe dream. To allow them to come up with empty promises without specifics and a guarantee, because I need a guarantee. If we doing business, I don't go to McDonald's and say, "Can you give me a Big Mac?" and give them money, and then hope that they have a Big Mac. They need to have a Big Mac to get my money, or I'm going somewhere else. I don't know, man. People just gotta. People just want to. There's certain things you have to set right. Things have to be set right, and things haven't been set right. And like Neely Fuller Jr. said, basically, people that don't understand white supremacy, everything else is going to confuse them. And a lot of people, I don't think, really mind being confused because they don't want to do anything about it anyway. So they'll just continue to run around in circles trying to change other people. And those kind of people will basically hold you back. The big thing is, from what I've seen, is you just got to keep moving with people that want to move forward with you. And then either some people will be left behind or they'll do what they need to do to catch up. That's my perspective.